AC Milan earned a resounding 3-0 victory over Empoli at a foggy San Siro on Saturday, a result that helped lift their spirits after recent struggles in Serie A. The match marked an important bounce-back performance for Milan, who had been grappling with inconsistent league form but had been performing well in the Champions League. This win was especially significant as Milan had won only once in their previous 4 league games, with their most recent domestic outing being a disappointing 1-1 draw against Lecce. The match started with Milan asserting their dominance right from the off. Álvaro Morata gave Milan the lead in the 19th minute after a quick follow-up on a rebound. Rafael Leao's shot had been deflected by an Empoli defender, and the ball fell perfectly for Morata, who slotted it past goalkeeper Davies Vasquez inside the left post to open the scoring. The early goal gave Milan confidence and they pushed forward relentlessly, creating numerous chances. Christian Pulisic was next to threaten, with an impressive effort from outside the box that soared over the bar. However, the US international would redeem himself just before half-time, in the 44th minute. Pulisic provided a beautiful cushioned header to Tijjani Reijnders, who was perfectly positioned at the edge of the box. The Dutch midfielder made no mistake, striking a brilliant half-volley that found the bottom left corner of the net, doubling Milan's advantage just before the break. Reijnders' goal was a thing of beauty, showcasing his technical ability and composure under pressure. In the second half, Milan continued to dominate, keeping Empoli on the back foot. The third goal came in the 69th minute when Reijnders completed his brace with a low shot from outside the box, which caught Vasquez off guard. This goal capped off an excellent individual performance by the midfielder, who had been involved in both of Milan's earlier goals. The goal came soon after Empoli's best chance of the game, when Youssef Malé hit the crossbar with a long-range effort. Despite this scare, Milan's defense held firm and did not allow any further chances for the visitors. Milan's control of the game was reflected in the stats, with the hosts creating 20 chances and making the most of their 4 shots on target. Empoli, who were looking to build on their survival from last season, struggled throughout the match, and their attempts at going forward were few and far between. While Milan was clinical in finishing their chances, Empoli lacked the necessary cutting edge in the final third. The victory moved Milan to 7th place in Serie A with 22 points, 7 points adrift of leaders Napoli, who are set to play against Torino on Sunday. Milan still have a game in hand after their postponed match against Bologna due to flooding in the region earlier in the season. This gives them a glimmer of hope in closing the gap to the top spots, but they will need to build on this performance in the coming weeks. Looking ahead, Milan are set to face Atalanta on Friday in what promises to be a challenging encounter. They will also be hosting Serie B leaders Sassuolo in the Coppa Italia last 16 on Tuesday. Milan's recent Champions League form, which includes victories over Slovan Bratislava and Real Madrid, has been impressive, but they will need to transfer that same level of performance to the domestic front if they are to remain competitive in Serie A. Empoli, who finished just above the relegation zone last season, remain in mid-table in 10th place with 16 points. Despite their struggles in this match, they will look to bounce back in future fixtures, though they will need to improve their attacking play and defensive organization to avoid further defeats. In summary, Milan's comfortable 3-0 victory over Empoli was a much-needed boost, with Reijnders' brace and Morata's early strike securing all 3 points. Milan's attacking quality and defensive solidity were on full display, and the win could serve as a turning point in their Serie A campaign as they aim to climb the table and continue their push for European qualification.